The professional protesters responsible for the Fight for 15 movement have tried to convince the public that a minimum wage job is a dead end. They have said over and over that holding a minimum wage job makes it impossible to get ahead in this world. The protesters have even gone so far as to portray business owners as heartless and out to intentionally hurt their own employees. While the mainstream media has willingly accepted this false narrative as fact, the John K. MacIver Institute for Public Policy is proud to bring you the real story of how one restaurant owner is helping his employees to follow in his footsteps. "30 years ago, Darin applied for a dishwashing job paying the minimum wage at Rocky Rococo's restaurant in Racine, Wisconsin. Rocky's is known all over the Midwest for its pan-style pizza. While dishwasher was not his ideal job, Darin knew he just needed an opportunity to prove himself. Today, he owns 2 of the chain's restaurants, including the very location he started in 1984. As Darin explains, his success is a result of years of hard work and determination.
My dad was a machinist. My mom was a school lunch lady. Both parents had part-time jobs. And then we learned hard work ethic is, you get up, you go to work. I started working when I was 14, picking up trash at a local racetrack in Union Grove, where I'm from. And just doing that, get up, get going, that's the routine you learned, And my mom always said that if you work hard, keep your nose to the grindstone, and you're honest, you can make something of yourself.
Darin says that he is not the only one in the restaurant industry to find success. In fact, it is very common to start at a minimum wage job and move your way up into management and ownership.
You can move up anywhere in the world just by working hard, Just work hard, opportunities are there, and it's like, I tell the kids, you have to take a risk. I'm not a risk taker, but I learned that I have to take a risk if I want to move up in the world, and taking a risk at a minimum wage job, was my thing, and it paid off for me, and I think a lot of people, there's advancement if they look in the restaurant business. Take a look around and ask questions for that general manager. Where did you start? What did you do? How do I do this? Ask people for advice, how to do things. And you'd be surprised that most of the people that are in the restaurant business and the hospitality industry started as a dishwasher, a line cook, a waitress, busboy. We all start somewhere. And the skills that we learned then, we take and we move those along up in our life.
He wants all of his employees to succeed in the same way he did. That's why Darin likes to promote from within. Despite what the professional protesters would have us believe, Darin's workers have gone from manning the cash register to being the manager.
For me, with my employees that I have, is they can see what I've done, that they could possibly do the same thing. I'm big on promoting from within. The general manager at the store in Pewaukee has been here since it opened up, Raphael, and he's now the general manager. And like I told him, I will do 4 stores. I need somebody to do the district manager job, and he said he'd be able to do that. Does a phenomenal job. The assistant manager was a crew person. The shift managers all been crew people. It's moving in and up, I think works the best for us.
And it's not just his current employees who are thankful for the opportunity to learn the skills necessary to grow in their careers.
Over so many years, sometimes employees come in and they're like, do you remember me? And I'm like, yeah, I remember you. And they're like, you taught me a lot being my first job. To show up, be honest, be hardworking, and be loyal and respectful. Those things, you take those with you the rest of your life.
Darin says that he is truly thankful for his dedicated employees and wants each of them to find the same success he did.
My biggest thing is I make sure before I leave, I stop and say thank you to every single person before I walk out that door. Thank you, I appreciate you, because without you, I wouldn't be here. What's my most important ingredient? My people are my most important ingredient. Without them, it would be nothing.
Research shows that more than doubling the minimum wage to $15 an hour would result in fewer opportunities for workers looking to get their start in the real world, which is the exact type of opportunity given to Darin years ago. Even though Darin has succeeded as an entrepreneur and has achieved financial security, he has no plans to stop working anytime soon. He hopes to open 2 more restaurants in the near future and has already asked many of his current employees to join the management team. After all, his employees' success is his success.